Hello and welcome. This is a disclaimer for my channel. I do not offer financial advice at the Mike Martin's channel. We do not offer financial advice, and nor do we recommend any financial advice. We just want to create discussion pieces here on the channel and create discussion outside. Always seek professional help when looking for financial advice. YouTubers, Mike Martin's here. Mike Martin's channel. It has finally come to it. It has finally happened. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now officially in a recession! Woo! What have I been talking about for the longest time on this channel? Telling people, why are you buying this house for? Why are you buying $1 million bungalow for? Are you out of your mind? A $700,000 condo for? Are you out of your mind? What are you doing getting into debt? It's crazy, yeah, Mike, but the interest rates are low. They're just giving away money. Are you out of your mind? We're going into a recession. How the economy is booming, Mike. Look at this housing market. Look at the construction market. Well, it is what it is. And let's actually dissect this article from BNN Bloomberg this morning. Bank of Canada abandons rate hike bias amid economic slowdown. And there it is. And they have a 3-minute video. And maybe we should touch on this video just a bit here. I'm trying to scroll the page back up. There it goes. Let's touch on this video and see what they say here. Oh, it's on silent.
Of Canada Governor Stephen Poloz and the Deputy Governor Carolyn Wilkins explained their latest thinking on the economy. John Johnson is here from Davis Ray. What did you pick up from that, John?
Well, I guess the 2 points I'd take away are, one, I think the bank is less inclined to cut rates after this taking out of the rate hike part of the statement than I think a lot of people think. You know, the Bank of Canada's gone from saying we would like to raise rates over time to now we're on hold.
Yes.
Okay, let's go here. Let's dissect this on our own. The Bank of Canada fully abandoned its bias towards raising interest rates as the economy grapples with a slowdown, bringing its policy in line with the Federal Reserve and other major industrial center banks. Woo! Policymakers in Ottawa left their benchmark overnight rate unchanged at 1.75%. How are they going to aggregate against inflation? How are they going to aggregate against the US dollar? What are they going to do economy-wise? Okay, anyways, percent for a fourth straight decision on Wednesday and drop reference to the future increases that had been in every rate statement since the end of 2017. While Poloz had been reluctant to fully discard the idea that his next step is likely higher, making him a bit of an outlier. Wednesday's changes indicate policymakers now expect interest rates to remain on hold indefinitely as the economy copes with a series of headwinds and central bank believes brought Canada's economy to a near halt in the past 6 months. Well, what's happened the last 6 months? It's the capital flows from China have been turned off. We have no longer been selling to the highest bidder, to the highest investor. We haven't been selling out our country anymore because China's closed the taps. And with the tensions between China and Canada, it's not looking good. So what has happened? China has basically put Canada's economy put the brakes on Canada's economy, because remember with those condo sales they were selling in China, in Shanghai, Vancouver condos they were selling in Shanghai, and making fun of us, saying that even the local people can't afford to buy these condos. They made fun of us there, saying that even the locals can't buy these condos. No, a lot of the locals are smart, and they're not going to jump and pay $800,000 for a one-bedroom condo. But anyways, without steering so much off topic, the capital flows are come to nothing, and now it is starting to hit us. Why? Because we've been so used to living off foreign investing that it's gotten to a point where it's crippling our economy. And the Canadian proper, American proper, Australian proper, New Zealand proper are out of reach for anything. Governing Council judges that the accommodative policy interest rates continues to be warranted. Officials officials led by Governor Stephen Poloz. In a statement, we will continue to evaluate the appropriate degree of monetary policy accommodation as U.S. data arrives. The bank cited a series of factors, everything from slower global growth to sluggish housing and oil sectors. He drops oil in there, eh? For a weaker outlook, which includes more dour growth forecasted for this year, economists are expecting policy under Poloz. He swung from a dove to a hawk and now somewhere in between. So there it is here. There's our interest rates there. And 10-year government bond. There's a 10-year government bond yield. Not looking good at all because we were not raising rates. Market reaction. Markets were largely anticipating the change in stance. So markets were largely anticipating a change stance in pricing in no chance of any more hikes this year. We'll be placing some odds on a rate cut. Oh no. Yeah, that's not going to be good. The odds of a rate cut and the September meeting were 30% after the announcement, according to trading with in the swap markets, with more than 90% chance of reduction over the next 12 months. The loonie's taking a little bit of hit. I checked that this morning. My old stock is not, some of it's down, some of it's still up. And neutral rate, emboldening rate cuts bets, however, may have technical tweak, but the Bank of Canada to revise down its estimate for natural rates by 1/4 percentage points and between 2.25% to 3.25%. The neutral rate in the central bank's best guess of the final resting place of borrowing costs when there are no headwinds. Effectively, a potential cap on how high rates could eventually go. The revision suggested a current policy has been providing less stimulus to the economy than previously assumed. Okay, let me just make this very simple for you guys. Instead of reading all this mumbo jumbo. A healthy market is from 4.5 to 5.6%, a normal, healthy market. We used to have our markets on autopilots. We used to leave the markets to its own and adjust rates accordingly, and then just let them fly on autopilots. And once they crashed, we pushed the reset button and started over again. Lately, we haven't been doing that. And in Australia, they've been in a non-recessionary periods, I think since was 91 or 92. So a lot of countries have been propping their interest rates and artificially distorting interest rates after 2007, taking the money from the average person, the day-to-dayer, taking their wealth and paying off the banks and the bankers. And now it's pretty bad. We should have left our economy on autopilot, let it crash, reset button, and move on. Now, propping it, we had interest-only mortgages, we had first-time buyers loans, we had, and people have been following me on my channel for years about this. Interest-only loans, first-time home buyer loans, and record low historical Bank of Canada and Bank of Australia interest rates, lowest rates humanly possible that we've never done before historically, and now we're doing it, and now we've created a Frankenstein monster, and now someone's got to pay the piper, and it looks pretty bad right now from this standpoint. And now with capital outflows of China not coming in anymore, it's getting worse. So I wanted to throw this out there, guys. We are in a recession, and it looks like from what they're saying here, they've been hiding it for a while. And with us not raising rates, there's no way that we're going to hedge against inflation and stimulate the economy by but not stimulating, but creating some traction and paying down our debts is not going to happen anytime soon, unless you got a really good foolproof plan to pay down your debts. It's looking pretty bad, and the people that over-leveraged are in a heck of a perfect storm right now. So let's keep following this. We are in a recession, and we've been in a recession for a long time, and I've been calling it on the show for the longest time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What have we done? Why have we created this mess? And is there any way out of this?